a male-dominated industry, but it actually holds great opportunities for women as workers. This sector is very broad, and it includes the physical process of collection, transportation, as well as placement of resources towards final distribution.
Right, and in Indonesia, the logistics industry is increasingly benefiting from the presence of women. There are also initiatives such as Wilat Indonesia that educate, mentor, and also empowering women who are interested in the logistic fields. And joining us today is a chairperson of Wilat Global for Southeast Asia. We have Juliana Sofhia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Julia, how are you?
Good morning, Julie.
Thank you for coming to our studio.
Kyunghi, indeed. It's very, very important for
Right, and especially it's coming from a woman in a male-dominated industry.
Absolutely.
Very interesting.
So we would like to know the current percentage of female workers in the logistics field, Yuli.
Yeah, the current percentage, if we talk about women, so I will look under the perspective of my organization.
Yes.
So in the Wilat, Wilat is a women forum under the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport.
Right.
Is a global organization.
Right.
Yeah. So we are a professional network in the supply chain, logistics and transport in the 40 countries in the world, and the women is more and less about 10%.
What?
Wow.
Only 10%?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is interesting.
So it's confirmed.
It is confirmed.
male-dominated.
It is male-dominated, but we want to change this, right?
Right.
I mean,
Yes,
it's like
yes.
because we want to change this because you can see that, there are actually positive impacts on the business by having more women in the logistics. So what are the possible positive impacts when we have more women in the business?
Yes, because nowadays, the business culture is shifting from the traditional. Now logistics is become technological.
Aha!
Yeah, and the transformations is giving access to the women to have a more possibility to gain information, to gain technologies expertise, and women can play this role. It's not like that you're talking about the muscles.
No. Heavy stuff.
Because logistics, people think that logistics is all about the operation, the physical things.
Yeah, the tractors, the containers.
Yes. But women, we can play in this part, when this transition's already there, the technology already taking part, involving in the logistic and supply chains industry. So I think this is time for women.
Oh, very nice.
What are the usual positions that women in logistics field do? What's sort of like the traditional positions that they took before, and what kind of positions that they can take now?
Yeah. Mostly before, during the traditional time, when I entered the industry in 1993.
Goodness me.
Yes.
It's been 30-something years now,
exactly, yeah. So we work like as a clerk,
Right, as a secretary,
behind the desk.
Yes. Okay. Everything related with the administration. And now with the technology part, you can go out. You can operate the machine with the technology,
Yes.
So this is the time for women to enhance their knowledge on the technology part related with the supply chain and logistics.
Okay.
So it's time.
All right. So since you mentioned that the business also shifting, but still the industry didn't absorb so many women workers in logistics sectors.
Yes.
So what kind of barriers do women face in this industry? And can women to see this challenge to be be overcome?
Yeah. Of course, can. I think the number one problem that we have is the recognition. Yeah, recognition is very important. Yeah. Most of the time, when women enter to this industry, and especially when they are given a big role in that sector, the people think that will that women can do? That women, have the ability to do, And the
that's annoying.
Yes, of
the
course.
stigma is still still there.
Yes, and we have to break this
Yep.
this kind of mindset, right? And the second thing is the from internal side, you know, the stereotype.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we as women, we tend to think that no, this is not our part. We have to sit nicely and do the administration work, you know,
Right.
and then be at home or do the thing with your laptops, and you don't want to be dirty in this sector. But in fact, this sector needs a hardworking person, and you have to be very proactive.
Okay.
And productive.
Yes, yes.
So these women should break the barriers on their side.
Okay.
I completely
Within
agree.
themselves,
I
right?
completely agree. It's called limiting beliefs, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like sometimes we assume that we can't do things.
Yes,
True.
exactly.
Because we probably had one experience where we failed or we were not doing so well,
Exactly.
and then we label ourselves
Yeah.
saying that, I'm not good at it.
True.
But actually, this is the limiting belief that we have to challenge. Like, is it true? Can I just try and experiment first
Yes.
to see whether this time I'm able to do it or not? And plus, there's always training and mentorship, right?
Yes.
Like what Wilat is doing, is
Yes.
doing a lot of mentorship to make sure to empower more women
Yes.
going into the logistics industry.
Yes.
So what are the programs that you have in Wilat?
Yes, actually, Wilat is we connect. We connect women, and we learn, and we grow the members. So we are working. Our program is working based on these four trusts: mentorship, empowerment, leadership, entrepreneurship, and one more thing is the CSR, of course.
Yes.
So based on this trust, this program of Wilat we are doing, and Indonesia, you know, Wilat in Indonesia, we just launched in 2021.
Right.
Okay.
March 8,
yeah.
2021.
Right, right.
So during the time, you know, I've been there as the founder, as the first person who chaired this Wilat Indonesia. So
How was that?
It's been challenging, you know, because
But you managed to overcome it.
Yes. I go to many many universities,
Yes.
campuses,
Yeah.
schools that teaches about logistics.
Yes.
I gather the women, the
Yeah.
young women, and give them encouragement, motivation.
What did you find when you meet those women in
Yeah.
campus, in university?
Yeah.
There must be still misconceptions
Yes,
about women
yes.
working in this
Interesting,
industry
yeah.
or in this sector.
Yeah.
What do you hear from them?
Yeah, that's interesting.
common misconception.
Yeah, interesting. When I visited one SMA, the high school
Yeah.
in Garut. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a logistics school,
Okay.
a vocational school.
Okay.
And I was there to speak to about 300 students
Yes.
in the class. And you know what? 90% are women.
Oh wow!
Amazing.
Yes, amazing. So when I asked them,
Right.
what do you think about logistics? And they said, we think about logistics is about warehousing, doing the things in the warehouse, you know? It's very tiny thinking, you know, when you
Yeah.
the logistics is very broad, you know.
Yeah.
It's not only you work in the warehouse.
Yes, yes.
So that's kind of thing that we want to share our experience, our knowledge.
So they have a broader
broader perspectives.
related to
So they
logistics.
want to deep dive into this industry by learning more and more.
Yeah, and take-
including the technology.
Exactly, and take managerial positions.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
take the
Manage-
strategic thinking position as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So, what do you think would differentiate how women lead and how men lead?
Yeah, I think women, for example, like when I have my truck companies, yeah, so I lead my truck companies,
Yes.
all men, you know, the
Yeah.
drivers, you know.
Yes.
It's not easy to handle drivers,
Okay.
you know. When the first time I started this company, I put my subordinates,
Yes.
a man, to lead
Yes.
this company.
Yes.
And you know what? In 2 years, he ruined everything, you know.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I have to freeze, you know. I said, no, this time is we have to stop.
Right.
Yeah, and then I get involved
Yeah.
I get involved.
Yeah.
I have to intervene.
Okay.
Of course,
Yeah.
you don't want
Yes,
to lose
yes.
your business.
Yeah, and you know when women lead in the sector, you know you have the empathy.
Yeah.
You know the well-being of the drivers.
Yeah.
You need to think what kind of priority that you will be giving to them.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they feel safe. You know,
Yeah.
they feel
Yeah.
safe and security.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they can help you to grow your business.
Yes.
So that's the difference of.
And I think as a woman, we have a nurturing side
Yes.
within
Exactly,
us,
yes.
so we can be more persuasive.
very important,
But
yes.
but with the different approach with
Yeah.
women, it's
Yeah.
not. We're speaking about that not to belittle men.
Not at all.
No.
But
Your
it's just
partners,
different.
yeah.
But to elaborate that basically women can do
Yes, exactly.
something that we might think it's impossible because of the
Yes.
misconceptions that we don't have the information.
Yes.
We don't have the informations openly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now we have a Wilat also, and
Yeah.
then to maybe cooperating or collaborations with some companies in Southeast Asia.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
have any successful story that you can share with us?
Yes, of course, as you said, now it's time for women to take the role in the leadership
Yes.
and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yes.
So that's why the collaboration start within the region. So I'm as a Wilat Global Vice Chairperson for Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
I work across the region.
Yeah.
I went to Brunei, you know, I went to
Yeah.
Malaysia and all that. We want to gather information, how to connect to each other and how to empower each other on these entrepreneurships and leaderships.
Yes.
So this cross program between regions is very important because you can fill in whatever needs that your sisters of villas in other countries are
Yes.
facing. you know?
Yes.
So
yes.
the tradition that we have in Wilat, Indonesia, we can share,
Share
or whatever they have in other countries, like Myanmar. We have Wilat in Myanmar.
Right.
They're also struggling, but they're very
course.
strong.
Yeah.
So we can, exchange those kind of
Yep.
information.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Strengthens, yes.
And this is very interesting, right? Again, without belittling the male leaders,
Yeah.
because we need your cooperation as
Of
well.
course.
But one of the things, or two of the things that we can highlight about female leaders is what you mentioned earlier, Bayuli, which is the empathy and the way you said that you treated the drivers. You care for their well-being. So basically, in a way, it's a beautiful kind of leadership where one does not treat others like objects.
Yes.
Right.
Because oftentimes in business, it's all about numbers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And this time, yes, of course, a conscious corporation would be, yes, we talk about numbers, we talk about profits, but at the same time, we do not treat the employees like objects.
Yes.
We treat them as humans. And
Yes.
that's the beauty, I guess, of female leadership
Yes,
as well.
yes. Because naturally, logistics is your multidiscipline, multitasking. So it's really adapt to women. Women, we can do many things.
Yeah.
You can
See,
work
we're
here. and then-
multitasking.
Yes, multitasking.
We have to manage our house,
Yes,
our family,
exactly.
at the same time company.
and our own well-being.
Yeah, that's logistics already. Yeah.
Exactly. So, Bayula, I don't know, maybe you can tell us what is the benefit for women, specifically in logistic industry, gain from joining Wilat?
Okay, when you join Wilat, you have a professional recognition internationally. Yeah, so we have the membership grade, where the CILT recognize our professionality, our competency in the sector. That's number one. And number two, you have the professional network where you can exchange information. It's a reliable network.
Yes.
And then the third one is you can make new economy. Of
Yes,
course.
yeah,
of course.
Network,
Yeah, it's very nice to share a story like this. I mean, from sectors that probably not popular in for
Exactly.
women,
Yeah.
but it's very surprising that it's a leading and it's led by a female, of course, she's a leader, and the empowering system, and also the educations that
Yeah.
you share, information that you share, and also the sisterhood. We can have that.
Yeah, exactly.
The sisterhood,
I agree.
because
Yeah.
I think only female can understand.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's
You
true.
know?
That's true. Because
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
if we look back
Yeah.
to the times when we were still moving from one place to another, we were not, what do you call that? I lost the word.
Mobility?
When we were more mobile
Yeah.
as women and men, men hunted,
Yeah.
and women had to
Back
take
then.
care, right, of the children, of the
Nurturing.
community, and everything. It's basically also guarding, right?
Right.
It's a matter of survival skill.
Yes, yes.
When you create that community, when
Yep.
you create that sisterhood,
Yes.
while the men are there outside hunting, when there is a threat, we can just work together,
Yeah.
collaborate,
Yes.
and overcome the challenge.
Yes, that's our nature. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such an incredible story.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not in logistics, but we are now interested in
Yeah.
logistics.
Yes.
We are connected in a sisterhood.
There we go. Thank you,
You know,
so much.
the CILT founded in 1919 in UK.
Right.
Our parents' organization.
yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But Wilat,
Yeah.
Wilat was initiated in 2010
Yes.
by women in Nigeria, Haja Isa Ali Ibrahim.
Oh, wow.
2010, and you see the massive spread.
Yeah.
Now Wilat is already in the 40 countries in the world
Amazing.
since the start in 2010.
Around 11 years?
Yes,
11 years since it's established by
the initiative of the
initiative.
Wilat government.
Wow.
Great. Thank you so much, Mayuli.
Thank you
and
so much.
success to you.
Welcome.
Amazing
Thank you.
story.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Very amazing story. It's strengthening the bond between
Yes,
female girls. We lift
Wonder
up to each
Woman.
other. Exactly.
I guess we're all family, no matter what. Anyways, we're up for another break. In the meantime, don't forget to follow our socials if you haven't already, because we're Instagram, X, and YouTube at See Today News.